Alright guys, so for today I'm going to be developing color film with the Cinestill C41 2-bath process. I just picked this up from Cinestill's website. It's honestly pretty cheap, it's like $24, but shipping was like $20 alone. But still honestly a good deal because you can do 24 rolls with it. So of course everyone knows we're during like a quarantine right now, so all my labs shut down. But yeah, so let's just get to the video. I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate the process, but honestly it's not too difficult. It's pretty simple and you don't need that much stuff. I got the Cinestill 2-bath process. Follow the instructions for your kit, but for this one specifically, it comes with the 2 for Blix, which we will mix together, and then it comes with the 1 for a developer. So that and the developing reel are pretty much the only things you really need to buy in order to do this. Other than that, you should have like everything kind of around your house, so don't worry about that too much. So yeah, this is just a regular developing tank. This is the Patterson one, but any brand one will work. It pretty much keeps the film dark when you're pouring in the chemicals. But yeah, so the next thing you need is 2 1-liter bottles, which you can literally get from pretty much any convenience store. You should have a lying around at home. But yeah, a funnel and a thermometer. Any thermometer will pretty much work. This is literally from my medical kit. So yeah. Other than that, the one other thing that you need is distilled water. But you honestly don't need a jug for it. You can just pour it in from wherever you're getting your distilled water from. You can get it at the grocery, or you can just make it, which I did. You can just search up tutorials on how to do that, but you don't need anything special. You literally just need water and ice and a pot, which pretty much everyone has. But yeah, so let's get started with the video. Alright guys, so pretty much we're gonna take the 1-liter bottle and we're gonna fill it 70%, which is 700 milliliters. And then we're gonna just start circling the water a bit, just mixing it up, circulating it. And then as we're doing that, we're gonna pour in the powder and then close the bottle back, mix it up a bit, and then we're gonna open it back up and pour in the rest of the water to fill it all the way to the top. And that's pretty much it for the developer. It's good after that. And then for the Blix, pretty much we're gonna do almost the same exact thing, except this time we have 2 parts. So we're gonna fill it up to 70% again, 700 milliliters, pour in part A, then close the bottle, stir it up a bit, and then we're gonna open it back up. We're gonna pour in part B, and then close the lid again, and then start circulating it a bit. And then once you think it looks kind of like dissolved nicely, you can just open it back up, fill it all the way back up to 1 liter. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the chemicals. It's nothing too difficult, so hopefully that should be good. So next we're gonna be putting the film in the film developing tank. So let me go through that right now. It's not too difficult, but yeah. So pretty much for loading the tank, you're gonna wanna do it in a completely dark room. So you're going to want to shut off every single light, put a towel underneath the door or whatever you got to do to make it like complete darkness. So you're probably going to want to practice this in the light first, but yeah, it's not too bad honestly. First of all, we're going to want to retrieve the liter from the 35mm canister. So you can look up videos on how to do that. This is an unused roll right now, so I'm not going to pull it out. But yeah, you would want to retrieve the liter in order to start the process. And then once you have that liter, you're gonna cut the end off so it looks just straight like this. And then you can get the reel from the tank, and then you can just kind of slide in the film like that. There's 2 ball bearings right here, and then once it goes past that, there's a mechanism that allows you to just rotate this. And then as you can see, it's pushing it in. So you keep on doing that until the film is all the way through, and then you can just cut the end. So yeah, once that's done, you can close back up the tank, and then once that's completely done in darkness, you should be good. But yeah, so pretty much now you're just ready to pour in the chemicals, and yeah, so let's begin with that. But yeah, so for the chemicals, it's honestly pretty simple. I feel like a lot of people, this is where it scares them because of the whole temperature thing, but it's not too bad, trust me. So pretty much what you gotta do is just get the developer to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and for the Blix, you just need to heat it up a little bit because it can be anywhere from 75 to 102, so that it's only a little bit above room temperature. So anywhere in that range is good. So yeah, once you get the developer to 102 Fahrenheit or 39 degrees Celsius, you can pour it into the container and close the lid. And for the first 10 seconds, you're gonna agitate. So agitation is pretty much just like moving the chemical around the container. So you can do it like with your hand, or a lot of the times the tanks come with an agitation stick. So for the first 10 seconds, you're gonna wanna agitate the film, and then every 30 seconds after that, you're gonna agitate the film for 5 seconds. So do that until the total time reaches 3.5 minutes. Once you're done that, you can pour back out the developer, and then we can put in the Blix now. So for the Blix, once it's at the correct temperature, which is just a slight bit above room temperature, as I said, 75 to 105 Fahrenheit. Once it's at the correct temperature, you can pour it in, do the same exact thing, agitate for the first 10 seconds, and then for every 30 seconds after that, for 8 minutes, you're gonna want to agitate for 5 seconds. But yeah, so then once that time has passed, you can pour out the Blix, and then a lot of people think you need stabilizer in order to kind of like sort of as a finishing wash for the film, but you actually don't even need it because most films actually come with a stabilizer built in. So unless you're using film from like 20 years ago, you wouldn't need a stabilizer. Pretty much all you need is just some distilled water, and you can just do the same thing. Pour it in, agitate around for a bit just to kind of clean off the film, and then pour that out. It doesn't need to be too thorough, honestly. It has to be distilled water because if it's not, normal tap water contains kind of minerals and other things that will leave the water droplet residue on your negatives, which obviously you don't want. So yeah, just make sure it's distilled water, and you'll be good. And so after that, pretty much you should be good to go. Just hang up the film and let it dry, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully this wasn't confusing. Personally, I think it's a pretty simple process. The temperature, I feel like the temperature thing is where a lot of people start to get confused, but as I explained, it's super simple. But yeah, so let's check out the film now and see how it turned out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the video, guys. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be coming out with a video shooting my Hasselblad 500 CM. So yeah, hit subscribe to see that when it comes out. Probably going to be next week. And then I also have a few other videos planned already. Honestly, the quarantine is just kind of like putting me in the mood to keep on uploading now. So yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for more videos. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.